I will always say that building a great body and, feeling confident, being attractive is really, really great, really helpful, like 100% go for it. Of course, I try to do that too. I try to, gain muscle, gain size, gain strength. All of that is great, but what I want you to realize that it's not all that matters. And what actually matters is the energy you carry around with yourself. Because, like, picture this: you can have this big, muscular guy, but he still can be awkward. He'll still not be talking in a group of friends. He'll not be approaching any girls. He'll just be really, socially awkward. And then you can have like this fat or this skinny guy, but just because he'll be like, happy, funny, he'll be talking to everyone and he'll be super social, right? So again, it's really important to build a great, attractive body, but it's not what actually matters. Having six pack, having like a nice jawline, looking good. Of course, all of these things are really great and really helpful. But you can still act like a social retard, even though you look amazing. Even though you look like a gigachat, you still can mess up all the other things, right? But then there will be guys who will not look that amazing, who will not be that attractive. But because they just feel confident, because they just really like themselves, and they just talk about whatever is on their mind, then they will be like, the most popular guy in the group. They will be the one talking to girls. And then there will be guys who, put so much work into building a body, but because the gym was like 99% of their life and they completely forgot about upgrading other parts of their life, then they will be the ones who are socially awkward and they will be the ones end up being alone. Like, really simply, how to be the guy that people like. Again, it's not really about having a six pack, looking like a gigachat, but it will sound again like I don't mean this in this gay way, but it's just about being yourself. It's about just living your life, having nice experiences, and then just, throwing jokes at your friends, telling these stories. You don't need to do some extraordinary stuff to then talk in a group of friends. All you need to do is realize that you can just talk about whatever is on your mind. And people that will vibe with you, okay, they will become your friends. People that will find it boring, like, why would you care about them, right? Look at me, I'm like, what, 6'1", 70 kg, skinny neck guy. And I'm working ruthlessly hard to improve that, right? To gain size, gain strength. But like, I don't want to boast, but I've got some game. Like, 3 or 4 years ago, I was this socially awkward, this silent guy. But now in a group of friends, I'm the one laughing the hardest and the loudest. I'm the one talking about, some stories or about my plans. I attracted really great, really beautiful, high quality girl. So like, I don't want to boast, but I'm not super attractive. I'm not this big muscular guy. Yet you still can have like really, really great social life. So it's not all about looks. Like, I've seen worse guys than you pull out amazing girls just because they were loud, they were funny, they were talking some stories, even like a bit maybe degenerate, maybe something that I don't want you to do. But just because they are super confident with themselves and they just talk about whatever they want, they are the one ending up as the most popular guy, as the most likable guy by guys and girls. And I want you to keep doing this classic self-improvement. I want you to still be going to the gym, have healthy diet, have healthy sleep, go outside, everything. But many of us become like, these retards because of that. Because we're trying to act like cool and mysterious and we try to be dark. It just doesn't serve you at all, because like, you always need to flip these things around. Would you like to have a friend that is quiet, that is acting dark and mysterious? Probably not, right? Unless you're as weird as he is. So we always need to flip these things around. Like, you don't want to have this kind of people around you, who are dark and mysterious and quiet. Others want the same. Others also don't want this guy. Who people want to have around is just someone who is funny to be around, good to talk with, who can tell jokes, tell stories, who they can like go on a trip with, and don't worry that it will be boring or just like awkward and cringe. That's what actually matters. Having going around with this high male drive, with this great positive aura with you, and you can have that. Again, how your body looks, how you look matters, but you can have this great positive energy no matter how you look. You can be skinny, you can be fat, you can be super tall and muscular. In all of these cases, you can be the guy who is like this social butterfly, talking to everyone, attracting girls, attracting even guys to you, because like you are just fun to be around. And this is it. Like, just get out of this social like this self-improvement retard mode, because so many of teenagers, so many of us young guys get into that, thinking it's how it should be, but like it's really not. Always think about it. Like, would you like to have a friend acting this way? Probably not, right? So others want exactly the same. So again, that's what attractive to people. Because like, you even hear these studies, right? That if someone has a great body and is attractive, is treated better than a normal person. So that's why I keep saying, yeah, go to the gym, do self-improvement hobbies, upgrade your body, increase your status and your looks. But you can have all of that, and without this great positive energy, you can still be like alone and awkward and just socially weird. So yeah, that's it. For more of this great advice on male drive topics, on being this this social likable guy, just subscribe to this channel, because I'm on this way to increase my male drive. So I will be simply the perfect leader for you on this way. So yeah, again, subscribe to this channel, and this is it. Smile, go out into wildness, experience other people, experience real world, and this is it. Yeah, I will see you next time.